Alright guys, here we go. Let's get going on lesson 6. Tonight what we're going to do today is we're going to subtract fractions between 1 and 2. And it says draw a picture, but we're not going to do that. I'm not going to make things more confusing. So let's just solve this. One thing I'm going to do is I'm going to change this mixed number into a fraction. And how we do that is we multiply and then we add. So we're going to do 4 times 1 is 4 plus 1 is 5. So we got 5/4 minus 1/3. Okay? So you go 4 times 1 is 4 plus 1 is 5. So we got to come up with equivalent fractions because we can't subtract this the way it is. So the common denominator for 4 and 3 is 12. So now we're making equivalent fractions. So I say to myself, 4 times what equals 12, and that's 3. So whatever I do down here, I got to do it up here. That's 15. So then I'm going to do 3 times what is 12 times 4 times 4. And that's that. And now you got 11/12. Okay? Let's do another one. So we got 1 3/8 minus 1/2. So let's 1 3/8. So I'm going to times plus. So it goes this way. 8 times 1 is 8 plus 3 is 11. So it's 11/8. So let's do 11/8 minus 1/2. Now, you could just multiply these two, and that would be 16. That's times 2. That's times 2. That's 22. Follow me? Equivalent fractions, 1/2 times 8 times 8. Subtract 22 minus 16. 8 is 14/16. Now, 14/16 can be reduced, or it can be reduced in the simplest form. And the way we do that, to simplify, you have to find the greatest common factor. So I think of the factors, I'll write it over here. So 14 and 16. So the factors of 14 are 1 and 14, 2 and 7. The factors of 16 are 1 and 16, 2 and 8, and 4. What is the great? Now we don't count 1. 1 is never counted, but what's the greatest number we see up here and down here? That they're the same. It's 2. So now we divide both of them by 2. We get 7/8. Alright, we'll work on this, guys, so it's okay. Next one. So Jean-Luc, I think it's French, jogged around the lake in 1¼ hours. William jogged the same distance in 5/6. How much longer did Jean-Luc take than William in hours? So we're going to do a little subtraction here. It's a one-stepper. So it's basically 1 1/4 minus 5/6. So I'm going to take that 1 1/4 and turn that into 5/4 minus 5/6. And whenever I'm adding and subtracting fractions, I like to write them vertically because I'm not going to say the E word, but I like to see the equivalent fractions across from each other instead of below. So you can say the greatest multiple of this would be 24. There's another one. Okay, but we'll go with this one. So equivalent fractions times 6 times 6, and that's a 30, times 4 times 4, that's a 20. So then I got 10/24. Now 10 and 24 can be reduced. Okay, factors of 10 are 1 and 10, 2 and 5. Now if you're asking, like, how am I getting these numbers? Because 1 times 10 is 10, 2 times 5 is 5. These are your factors, guys. Okay? Factors of 24 are 1 and 24. It's like who you're going to dance with. 2 goes with 12. 3 goes with 8. And 4 goes with 6. Now, again, 1 doesn't count. The greatest common factor is 2. So divide by 2. 5/12 of an hour. Now you're trying to think of, well, how many minutes is that? Well, let me tell you. Ready? Prepare to get your mind blown. So I'm going to do 5/12. I got to come up with the equivalent fraction. How many minutes are in an hour? 60. 12 times what is 60? 5. So I multiply this by 5, and I get 25. So it's actually 25 minutes. Alright guys, see ya.